Good morning. On this crisp February AM, I want to share a couple of lullabies, and I surmise that I'd also like to invite you this Thursday to the Besse Events Center at Bay College for a concert. We'll hear lots of Phil Lynch and a little Chickadee and AllI. I'm sharing this tune in case you'd like to sing along. It's called Floating On. It's an original and it's a round, so I'm sharing it so in case you'd like to practice, you may. The very sound sleep we keep is home to our dreams. In slumber, your head to your feet is given a treat. Simplicity is tranquility. Tranquility is simplicity. Simplicity is tranquility. Simplicity is tranquility. Floating on, floating on, floating on, floating on. Very sound sleep we keep is home to our dream. Simplicity is tranquility. Tranquility is simplicity. And on and on. That kind of drone permits a lot of play, and we will on the day, I guarantee. So happy am I to have this occasion to play with my brother on Thursday. Don't want to give too much away. The second offering I'd like to make on this here day is a spring song that will not be on the concert on Thursday. But I heard the bird sounds this morning and I was reminded, it's time to dust off another round called Chickadee. It's relatively original. The lyrics are a bit pulled from E.E. Cummings and from the bird itself. A chorus part, if you'd like to sing along, is Chickadee da dee da dee, Chickadee da dee. In just spring, the trees are budding, the ground is soft, the tulips bright. I love that pretty little lilac and the buzzing bees, purple, pink, white petals, they smell so sweet. Dee-da-dee-da-dee, chickadee-da-dee, chickadee-da-dee-da-dee, chickadee-da-dee. In just spring, the trees are budding, the ground is soft, the tulips bright. What do you love about spring? Feel free to fill it in. Here we go. I love that pretty little lilac and the buzzing bees, purple, pink, white petals, they smell so sweet. Chickadee-da-dee-da-dee, chickadee-da-dee, chickadee-da-dee-da-dee, chickadee-da-dee. The last of the three that I'd like to share with you is a bit of a mashup. There's original lyrics. There's also a segment from a Sufi song. And then there's the lyrics that well, it's still original, but my sister composed probably over a decade ago and debuted at her senior recital, I do believe. The song is called Wrinkled, and I may or may not have a guest joining me. We'll see what he's up for. I'm going to be, once again, thanking you for tuning in and coming to the concert on Thursday if you're available at the Besse Events Center, 7 p.m. this week. Wrinkled, wrinkled and weathered and worn, holding on to before, and what's more, holding hands for a dance, for a chance to go back. There's silver framing your face, fingers tremble in the wave of your hand. I hadn't even planned to be listening. Well, remember with me every song that we'd sing, feel ourselves worry-free in the best company. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. See the shine of her shoes in a ballroom to boot. See the little ones run, great imagining fun. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. Sometimes a hum's enough just to recall. Sometimes we just love and hang on to the now. There's silver framing her face, fingers trembled in the wave of her hand. I hadn't even planned to be listening. But there's so much magic when you do, y'all. Even if at times you may think your elders being a little bit nonsensical, I have to tell you this: if we listen, sometimes we elicit something that we never knew before. Don't close the door on those who have memory loss, because they've got something to teach us. Y'all, I know this. I've worked, I've played, I've stayed in those places where people don't come to visit, and I think the best thing to say to your loved ones, even when there's memory loss, perhaps, is the next segment. Get ready. All I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. All I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. The clock face spins in its little wooden frame, and the sand slips down the cracks. The clothing wrinkles and my skin does too. The pavement succumbs to the cracks. And those seasons come and the seasons go. So it is, so they say. What's green turns brown, what's brown turns gray, and the tightly woven may fray. But all I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. All I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. Maybe some might soon forget, and then they'd trade the old for the new. But come what April and come what May, I'll always think of you. And those seasons come and those seasons go. So it is, so they say. What's green turns brown, what's brown turns gray, and the tightly woven may fray. But all I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. All I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. Thank you for being a part of this morning. Thank the birds today. Thank those who sing you lullabies. And the lullabies that you might supply, I'm sure whoever receives them will thank you. Until next time, signing off at the Red House.